Can I get you something? Water, coffee, something to eat, maybe?
No, thank you.
No, nothing? Is he moving yet?
He's just lying there. He accidentally fell off a cliff, you know.
I just keep seeing it on a loop in my head, playing over and over. My mom rushing Thomas, and then him going over the edge. And
I'm really sorry you had to witness that.
it was horrifying. And it happened so fast. In 1 second, it was Thomas and me alone, and then my mom came running in out of nowhere, and then Rich was there.
Well, Thomas wouldn't have been there at the cliff in the first place if he told you the truth about Beth.
I tell you, when Hope and Liam laid out that Thomas situation, about how he's been manipulating everybody and everything, then to have Sanchez tell me he may be responsible for my niece's death, oh, it almost knocked me over.
Can't be surprised. Thomas has always had a screw loose.
Bill, people do things when they're young. I thought his past could be chalked up to growing pains. I thought Thomas had it all together now, having been a father and a husband.
Yes, some father. I mean, the way he used Douglas was deplorable. And then keeping that hateful secret, like, what kind of man does that?
To a woman he professes to love. I'm glad Hope cut that scumbag loose.
Hey.
Hey, well, this brightens my day. Hi.
So, let me guess, you're talking about Thomas?
Yeah, marveling at what a piece of garbage he is.
Every time I think about what he did, lying about Beth, it just makes me furious. I can't even imagine how Brooke must feel. She must want to kill him. I was just afraid that we were going to lose Hope, that she would sink into such a depression that we would never be able to get her back. I know how hard it is to climb out of a dark place sometimes.
Was she in therapy?
I think it would have helped, but she felt like she was making these decisions for the right reasons. She knew that she didn't want to get pregnant again. She wanted Liam to be with his family, with Steffi, and Douglas needed a mother, and she thought, oh, well, if I marry Thomas, I can fulfill that role. And I guess all these things just made sense to her.
Didn't help that Thomas was manipulating Hope, reinforcing all those bad choices. Have you checked with your brother?
No, I'll call him right now.
I can't do this. Just standing here waiting to find out how Thomas is.
Okay. Well, but what about Steffi?
I'll text Ridge. I don't know why she isn't home yet, but I feel like I need to be at the hospital.
Wyatt. Hey, I was actually going to call you.
Okay, you sound weird. What's up?
There's been an accident.
What? Are you at the cabin? I'll come right over.
No. We're at Steffi's. Hope and I are fine. It's Thomas, actually. Believe it or not, he fell off the cliff.
What?
And it kind of sounds like Brooke pushed him.
I took Will and the doctor for his MRI. It's okay. He's doing all right.
You have to believe me, Ridge. What happened to Thomas?
What happened to Thomas was he went from your hands to the bottom of a cliff.
I didn't push him. I wouldn't do that. You know I wouldn't.
You've always had major issues with my boy.
Yes, admittedly, but I wouldn't try to kill him.
Doctor, is there any news?
How is he?
No change. We're heading down to radiology right now for imaging to ascertain if there's been any head trauma, and if so, to what degree. Once I get the results, I'll let you know.
Thank you. just an ordinary day, and then we're here, not knowing if he's ever going to wake up.
He'll be fine.
Is that what you want?
Yes, of course, that's what I want. I know you're worried about him. So am I. I would never deliberately do anything to harm Thomas. It was an accident.
Brooke pushed Thomas off a cliff? No way.
Any chance at all that he's not going to make it?
As of a few minutes ago, he's alive but unconscious.
What about Brooke?
She's at the hospital with Ridge.
Huh. But that's going well.
Well, he got to Steffi's just before Thomas went over.
So Ridge saw his son fall off a cliff.
Yep.
Oh my God. If Thomas doesn't make it, he'll never be able to stop seeing that moment.
Look, Liam said he was going to call me later for an update.
Should we go to the hospital?
I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, it's got to be intense over there. If they wanted us there, they'd call. Dad?
Karma?
What?
Karma. It's a bitch, isn't it? Everything Thomas did. Look at the result. Liam and Hope are reunited with Beth. And that loser's laying in a hospital bed unconscious.
Yeah.
That serves him right.
I bet Thomas found out about the annulment. I bet that's why he tracked Hope down to try and get her to change her mind.
That sounds about right. He's been off the radar. Something brought him out of the woodwork, and Hope ending their marriage definitely do it.
Yeah. That's what made him desperate.
And if Brooke saw desperate Thomas trying to bend Hope to his will, she would definitely get in the middle of that.
Brooke would throw herself in front of a train to defend her daughter.
From Ridge's son in this case.
Brooke is fiercely protective of her children, but she would never intentionally hurt someone. I know that, and so does Ridge.
Don't count on it.
You sure there's nothing you want, Ridge? Make me feel useful if I could do something for you.
I don't know what to tell you.
You could tell me that you believe me.
I know what I saw.
What you saw was an accident, not some kind of malicious intent on my part.
It's tearing me up inside, all of it.
It's shocking and it's horrible. But Thomas will pull through.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do. I do. I have faith, Ridge. And that's what Thomas needs from you. He needs your faith that he is going to have a complete recovery. Please don't give up on him right now.
How is he? Has he regained consciousness?
No. And the doctor's more concerned the longer he's out.
They're doing a complete battery of tests on him right now.
Steffi still wasn't there when we left. So.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you for waiting. I'll reach out to Steffi and Taylor when we have some concrete stuff to go on. They don't need any more stress in their life right now.
You have a lot more faith in Ridge than I do.
You can't possibly think that he's going to blame Brooke for Thomas's accident.
Oh, I guarantee you he's going to blame Brooke. Draws on conclusions. He doesn't care what Brooke has to say. Never has. He doesn't value her. Why am I the only one who gets this?
And you couldn't possibly be wrong.
Perish that thought.
All right, listen. Go ahead. Doubt my Spency senses. You watch. Wait and see. Ridge will be true to form, and he will side against Brooke with Thomas, in spite of the fact that that crackpot did what he did to her daughter.
Well, I hope you're wrong. But if you're not, then Brooke will have a ton of support. Because everyone knows that Thomas kept Beth a secret. Everyone knows that Hope is done with him. And now they're all going to see that he wouldn't take no for an answer and that he chased her down. I mean, what mother wouldn't intervene? So if Brooke had anything to do with Thomas's fall, it was because she was trying to protect her daughter, not because she was trying to hurt Thomas.
Whatever. If Brooke did hurt Thomas, she would have had every right. Thomas witnessed Hope's struggle along with the rest of us. And he could have ended Hope's suffering if he hadn't have guarded that secret with everything he had.
Possibly at the cost of my niece's life. You know, I have so many questions about what happened to Emma that night. The police do too.
You really think Thomas had something to do with that?
Based on how he's been acting, everything he's done? Hell yes.
Brooke has been worried about Thomas for a while. She's tried to warn Ridge that he's not stable. If she saw Thomas confronting Hope, I can only imagine what would go through her mind. It's an awful situation.
None of us wanted this despite what's happened. I just hope he pulls through.
Yeah, I hope he pulls through too, so I can kill him.
No update yet.
Where's Douglas?
Amelia took him to a play date.
So he doesn't know what happened to his father.
He's still trying to figure out what happened to his mother. So I don't know what that conversation's gonna be yet.
I have to believe it's not going to be so bad.
It's not gonna be so bad. My son took a terrible fall. He may never wake up. Sounds pretty bad to me.
I've been trying to explain to Ridge that Thomas did take a fall, that I didn't deliberately push him over the edge. I mean, why would I do that, right? But the fact is that Thomas was out of control again. He grabbed Hope. He was holding her by the arms. He was very intimidating. He was in her face, and I, as a mother, felt like I needed to protect her. So that's what I did.
I'm sorry. Did you think you were in danger? Did he threaten you?
There's no doubt in my mind, right? None whatsoever, that whatever happened at Steffi's that resulted in Thomas falling off that cliff, it was an accident. Come on. I mean, this is Brooke we're talking about. Would she come to her daughter's defense? Yes, of course she would. Would she intentionally push Thomas, even if he deserved it, or anyone else, off a cliff that could potentially result in a death? No way, never.
You're exactly right. There's no way that my sister is capable of doing something like that.
But if she did do that, no one would blame her. That's all I'm saying. After Thomas, everything that he did, the lies to Hope, the emotional manipulation, using Douglas, all of that is horrible. When he didn't tell Hope that Beth was still alive, no. As far as I'm concerned, there's no coming back from that.
I'm not feeling a lot of sympathy for Thomas either. And if this police investigation proves that he had something to do with Emma's death, well, he's gonna wish that fall had killed him.
Well, regardless of how we feel about Thomas, we all should be wishing him a speedy and complete recovery.
Why? Why is that exactly?
Because anything less than that is trouble for my sister.
Brooke's already in trouble. If Ridge or anyone else thinks she's responsible for Thomas's fall.
Did it happen how Brooke said? I need to figure out how my son ended up here today.
Go ahead, tell him.
Okay, as you know, Liam and I had a arrangement with Steffi where we were going to go and pick up the rest of Beth's clothes, and he had work to do in the cabin, so he stayed. And so I went by myself and started organizing everything, and then Thomas was just there.
He was just there. He didn't knock on the door, ring the doorbell, no?
No, he startled me.
An annulment? I can't let you do that, no?
And he was really upset about the annulment, and he insisted that I listen to him, and I told him there was nothing more to say. Get out.
Let me explain.
I am not interested in another word that comes out of your mouth, Thomas. We are over. But he wouldn't accept that, and so I tried to leave. He blocked my way, so I ran out the back door. And I'm leaving.
No, you can't go. Listen, you have to listen.
Let go.
You have to
Get
understand.
your hands off of me. And Thomas followed me, and I think he must have been thinking that if I just heard him out, that maybe I could find forgiveness, but...
There's no way he could justify knowing that Beth was alive and not tell you immediately.
He's been tricking you into marriage.
I just wanted him to go.
Exactly. And that's what I saw. I saw him grab her, and he was shaking her. He was very desperate. He was intimidating. And I was worried, so I ran out there, and I got in between them, and I pushed him away, not to push him over the edge, but to get them away from each other. And I don't know what happened after that, Ridge. Really, it just happened so fast, and I was just trying to protect my daughter.
Is that true? You were in danger? You were afraid?
If I told you about Beth, I knew you probably would have gone back to Liam. And I didn't want that, okay? I didn't want to lose you.
My son can't speak for himself. Did he threaten you?
No.
No what?
You misread the situation. Thomas wasn't threatening me. He was begging for forgiveness. He was apologizing, Mom. Thomas was apologizing.